So in this video I'm going to cover off some of the features you get with quizzing. In particular I'm going to focus on the pop-out panel that comes with quizzing. So I've got a quick video here that I've just showed, and then after 3 seconds I've created this quick quiz. If I click on edit here, I'll get access to the edit feature within quizzing, and then select more. It will give me the full range of options that you have with quizzing on this pop-out panel. So on the very top here, I've covered it in a previous lesson, but simply I've got my quiz starting at 3 seconds here. If I select right or left, it simply moves the quiz along by 1 second. If I want to be a little bit more specific with the start time that my quiz comes on screen, simply select start time, and then here is when you can break it down into minutes, seconds and milliseconds. If my video was longer than an hour, for instance, obviously I'd have an extra 2 digits here that would represent an hour. But I'll simply move this along by, say, 600 milliseconds. Hit submit and you'll notice it's slightly moved it along. You also have the option of just putting in this by seconds. So if I moved it to 10 seconds, it would also move it to 10 seconds in a video. And also you have the option of playing around with percentages as well. I'm not sure what your user case would be for having it appear 10 seconds within every video, but you do have that option there. Simply selecting 10 for instance and putting the percentage behind it. Hit submit, and then every 10% within a video, that's when your quiz would display. So that option's there available as well. So if I go back to edit, I'll show you some more functionality that you have in this pop-up panel here. View mode simply toggles between the view mode and the edit mode. So this is the edit mode currently. If I select the view mode, it will show you what the quiz looks like to the user when they engage with this quiz. Just so you know, in my quiz I've applied some custom CSS, so it's got some colours in there, but this is the standard quiz straight out of the box that you get with HapYak. And this is what your viewer would see if you've not applied any custom CSS. If you want to edit this quiz, then obviously switch it back to edit mode. So that's that. Pause is currently selected to Y, which means yes. So that means when the quiz pops on screen, do you want to pause the video behind that quiz? Ideally, you want to say yes on here. You want the user to be encouraged to engage with any kind of annotation you've got on screen. The only time you probably want to leave this set to no is if you've created custom background that animates in the background, just to give your quiz that little bit more of life and depth. But usually I'd recommend pausing the video to encourage the user to engage with that quiz, and then once they've answered it, that's when you can continue with the video, but you have that option there. Display rule, we've got a separate video on this from our resident expert Sanjay, but usually this is geared towards anyone that's got at least a basic understanding of HTML and JavaScript. But just for the benefit of this video, what you can do with the display rule is, if you've got an annotation before the quiz, if a user engages with that annotation, you can use that information to then say if this quiz displays or not. And just to extend that analogy, if you're plugging this HapYak functionality interactive video into an LMS, what you can do is you can pull in user API information and use that information as part of this quiz. So this is really useful if you want to only display the quiz under certain conditions. For instance, if you have employees under a certain role, you can tailor different questions based on their role or position within a business, and that's really powerful. You can start creating customized questions based on the viewer that's watching that content. Again, there's a separate video on this from Sanjay, and I recommend clicking that if you're really interested in it, but it is geared towards those of you with a certain knowledge of coding, HTML and JavaScript. So next we have the add class functionality. So anyone that's got custom CSS skills, what you can do is you can apply style sheets to your quizzes. So if you've got custom branding that you want to brand your quiz in a certain direction, you can apply a CSS that you've already created and apply it to all your quizzes. So that option's there as well. And again, we have a separate video on how to apply CSS style sheets to your content, and I'll apply a link in the video somewhere on screen or in the description below. Next we have gating. A lot of the interactions that you'll create for users on screen are optional. If you want to force the user to engage with something that you have on screen, what you can do is you can take advantage of this gate scenario. And what this simply does is, when this quiz appears on screen, it will stop the user being able to skip past this quiz and watching the rest of the content. It will force the user to respond to this quiz, and only once they've responded to this quiz can they then progress through the video. Finally, we have export CSV, so that's simply you can download an Excel spreadsheet of all the information that you've generated from this quiz, and that option's there as well. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you found this useful. Let me know if you've got any comments or questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.